Welcome to take two. It's July 31st, last day of July. It's been a week since I did anything. Trying to keep my stomach from growling. My stomach's not happy. I think I'm coming down off all the stress of the last month and a half, 2 months, and yeah, it's not pretty. So, what's that mean exactly? Yeah, I'm just not doing much today. I did go grocery shopping yesterday, and that kind of wasn't so bad, but it did suck a little because one of the things I wanted to do was meal plan, and I went to go write everything up and kind of wrote out like a little thing for the next couple weeks, ready to fill it in, and my mind went blank. I'm thinking part of the problem is everything I've made has been like crap. I'm not saying it isn't tasty, but it is crappy food. So, what's that mean? It means I don't want to repeat those dishes, but it seems like that's all I can think about. So, I couldn't really meal plan, and I forgot things that I needed, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll go out tomorrow, do some stuff. Anyway, I did say that I was going to show kind of some of my plans for getting back on track, and I want to show some other things. So I am going to do that now. All right, so here we are. Little bullet journal thingy where I had all my goals listed, and I went back through and I did like a revisit and changed some of them up and started from scratch on some of the others. Well, the other things, and it's kind of personal, that's why I'm not gonna show some of it. Yeah, with some of them, especially the fitness ones where it comes to my weight and the 5K turkey trot in November, I kind of gave my reason why I want those goals specifically, because I think that's important. But, and here I'm going to show, I did turn my fan off because, well, it was blowing around too much. And so, goal specifics, that's what it is, weight loss. And so, let me try not to. So, what I did is, I kind of got what my BMR was. Let me zoom in. What my BMR is. This is with light activity. I probably won't be doing light activity, but eventually, yeah, I'll probably be more moderate. And so what I'm going to start with is like 1,400 calories. That gives me a deficit, but is it going to be enough food? I don't know. That's where I have to think about it. And that's trial and error. Trial and error. You may find it's not enough food and you have to do things differently. And so make list of foods and meal idea. Yeah, that failed. I figure portions, calories, how to measure, because sometimes, especially if you're tracking, some things don't have grams, some things have grams but not ounces. So did you measure it in ounces? Did you measure it in grams? Did you measure it by cup? All that kind of stuff. And so sometimes finding the calories or the macros can be difficult because you may have measured it one way, and to track it you have to do another. Make a meal plan. That was a fail this week. So it says track on paper and phone. I'm going to show you something here in a second about that. And like I said, modified to fit calories and control hunger. So I like to eat, so I might have to really think about, am I feeling full? Am I too hungry where I'll just pig out and have issues? Yeah, I don't know. And so here it's like, it says food and exercise. So then I have to think about my exercise. I want to get back into running and do all that and track those workouts. And yeah, I need to take my measurements to kind of gauge progress. Yeah. No, stay focused on goal. Yeah, sometimes you lose sight of your goals. So then I'm going to go over here to the little turkey trot thing. Yeah, it's about 18 weeks away. Think of a 12-week plan. So why did I pick this start date? Well, the kids are starting school here soon. So next week is our county fair, and then the week after that, they start school. And so I won't have a bunch of free days until we start here. So to kind of schedule it, because scheduling is what's important. It's like you have to fit this stuff in. Yeah. But I wanted to get out for a walk today. And like I said, that did not happen at all. And it kind of sucked. And I'm kind of excited, and I got to look at this a little bit more. I might do some training with my niece and nephew, especially my nephew, because he wants to do this. They both do. All right, so about a year ago, I was going to be a bit of a troll. I didn't, but so I bought a couple of food journals, and this was the first one. And will I be using these? Maybe. This one, it came with stickers, and I like a smaller journal anyway. But, places to put measurements, all your goals, action steps, that's always important. Calendars, and then here. Now, I like this one more than the other one that I'm going to show you, because it does have more room for, like, breakfast, lunch, writing stuff down. You can also keep track of some other stuff up here, and also snacks. But it doesn't have much for exercise. It is really strictly a food journal. That's it. And then at the end of each month, then you redo everything. So, like I said, bought it to be a troll. I wasn't a troll. So, and it's a food and fitness journal. Now, they're a little feminine. It's dirty. They're a little feminine. There's another version of this cover. But why do I like this one? I'll show you. It has the same idea, some goals, and let's see, measurements, your goals, and how you did. More goals, action steps, has some basic foods. Let's see what they have here. I'm not really looking at any of this. Some of your basic protein, meats, then dairy, and then grain. Yeah, your fruits, coffee. Funny. But what it does is it has this section. And so it has some yoga. And then it has some upper body with resistance bands. Tells you which muscle groups is being targeted. Sorry, I have to lick my fingers. Then you have some lower body. Then some ab shredders. I don't know about that, but leg toning. Let's see, full body shred, booty building. Okay, yeah. Arms and shoulders. And then what you can do is you can track your weight, percent body fat, waist, all that kind of stuff. Now, all its calendars are like right in the front, which you would have to like tab so you would know where the calendars are. Some basic groceries. But here's what I like. You have your week of. You have each of the days of the week. And then you go up and you have all your breakfasts, all your lunches, all your dinners. And then this is perforated. And you can write up your shopping list based on your meal planning. And so they have this is a whole section of this, which is nice. And that's kind of what I'm looking at, is maybe just doing all my meal planning in here, and then maybe each day more specific what I want to have. But then again, this one doesn't have a lot of space, but it has almost all the same stuff as the other one. Oh, it does have snacks. I didn't know that. Anyway, but what this has, because it is a fitness tracker, is it has your exercises, has a small section for cardio, and then some notes. And that's one of the things I was hoping to do, is basically do a lot of planning in here and tracking my fitness in a journal. Both those are on Amazon for about $9.99. If you just Google them, you can find them. All right, back to laying down. I did go put ice bottles in with the rabbits because they're in the hutch. So what I want to do with those, because I like paper, I like writing things down, is when I can get my head out of my butt and meal plan properly, that's what that would be for. And like I said, keep track of my fitness and all that. But also, too, make notes, because there's a note section. Like you have a breakfast, and it's a favorite, and it was sustainable. Make a note. If you have lunch, and you're starving like an hour later, make a note. Note on how the food makes you feel physically. Like, was it draining my energy? Did it give me energy? Was it enough? Was it too much? What's going on? That's also what I want to do there. Maybe with some of the apps on the phones, you can make little notes like that, but it's probably some premium bullshit that you have to pay a lot of money for. And I'm not paying a lot of money for that crap. So, or you could bullet journal it. So there's a slew of things, but that's basically what I'm doing. Did I eat? Well, so far I've only had breakfast. I'm about to go have a salad here pretty soon. Breakfast was nice, and it was easy on my stomach, considering how my stomach feels. Was it enough food? I don't know yet. So it was a couple eggs, avocado, and fruit. Not really a lot on the carbs. It was under 400 calories. Because I love my fruit, and I want to eat my fruit, and I don't care if it's full of sugar. I love my fruit. I'm going to eat my fruit. I'm not diabetic. I'm going to eat my fruit. So, anyway, that's kind of gives an idea of what I'm going to be doing to kind of help me get back on track. And I will be looking at my goals consistently. Again, what works, what doesn't, tweak it, because it's about doing something that is going to work and making adjustments as necessary, so you can be healthier. So that's what I'm doing. It's something a little bit different for me. I've been tracking food on my phone for a long time, and way back in the day, used to track it on paper. And I miss maybe paper. I don't know. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now, and I will probably check in a few days before the fair really gets ramped up. Just for anybody, if you care. Like I said, my niece and nephew do 4-H. They are putting their rabbits in for show and for showmanship. And come Sunday, we have to start doing a lot of things each day until Tuesday. That's when all the rabbit stuff does happen at the fairgrounds. And then after that, the bunnies stay there until the following Sunday. The first day of the fair, we're going, it's Scholar Day. And so the kids get in for free and they get discounted armbands. I've already bought our tickets to get in to the fair. And yeah, going to the fair. Am I going to watch what I eat? No. This is the one time a year I get a soft serve ice cream cone. I'm going to enjoy that bad boy. I'm sorry, I am. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.